everybody, welcome back to our channel. It has been a long time since we last posted a video. We just wanted to come back, give you guys a little update on what we've been up to before we just start jumping into making more videos, because we do often find ourselves saying, oh, like we should make a video about this, and then so since we do have video ideas that we want to start putting out there, I figure it just makes sense for us to just let you guys know what we've been up to. The first thing that we want to share with you guys is basically...
I'll start. I didn't grow up in a house, right? So I lived in an apartment my whole life. So, the essentials or, the things that you should know about, keeping your house up, maintaining it, I did not know. So just for, a couple of things that I have done. I bust a pipe, mowing the lawn. I got too close to one of the sprinkler pipes with the...
You just say every 2 seconds.
With the edger. And so I busted. And then the water was just gushing out. Bruh, I ran as high to the garage and I opened the breaker. And I was turning everything off. And I was turning everything off because I just had no clue about what to do. And I called Carissa and she came out there and it was just like, she was just looking at it just flow out and gush and just... But then I had to go, in the front and pull the little thing up and then turn the water off from in the front of the house. Now, a lot of you would say, dang, you didn't really know that you're supposed to... No, I did not know. Okay, so whatever. But, on the flip side of that, I did learn how to change pipes. So, I know how to do that. I had some guidance with that. One of my mentors came and helped me out, showed me what to do. Another thing happened. Our dryer light, the vent light was coming and going a lot. So I figured it was something stuck inside the, the vent. I pull the dryer out and I would pull the dryer out. I pulled a little silver piece off. I looked and made sure it was something in there. So I go to Home Depot. I get the little, I got it off of Amazon, like a little 30-foot little thing that you twist and you control it. You can hook it up to your driller and it twists up your vent, to get everything out. So boom, I do that. But again, me not knowing, as I was pressing the button, the sticks were turning the opposite way. So they were becoming loose. And so my behind ended up getting the little brush thing stuck in the vent. So I'm like, oh man, this is just happening. I just can't get right. Like, you can't get right, man. You keep messing stuff up. So luckily my neighbor, he saw me one day, struggling or whatever, and he came over and was like, oh yeah, I can help you with this, da-da-da-da. We climbed on the roof, opened a little vent, but this is where it got a little tricky, right? So I had to go inside the attic, to get to the pipe. I got the ladder, went up to the attic, but I didn't know that you're supposed to step on the 2x4s, right? So I get up there, me, I'm about a $190, and so I step on, not the board, and I hear a crack. So I'm like, like something just, I'm like, all right, maybe I'm just stepping too heavy. So I try to step again, and here comes another crack. So now I'm literally stepping on the drywall now, and I keep hearing these little cracks, and I'm just like, man, what the heck is going on? Like, I'm supposed to be able to walk up here. So then eventually I figured out I'm supposed to be walking on the 2x4s and not the drywall. So if you're watching this and you just bought a house and you never lived in a house before and you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, if you ever go in the attic, make sure you walk on the 2x4s and let drywall, okay? Now there's like a small little crack in our little ceiling on the thing because,
It's small?
It's small. It's just, what makes it look so long is because the little paint stuff cracked. That's what makes it look long, but it's not really it's not that deep, bro. I learned how to use what is it called? A zigzag? A zigzag? It's something that you can do that you climb up on your tree and you cut down your limbs. That was a big project. The trees were getting too long. It was growing out on top of the roof, and you want to keep your roof clear of those kind of things because you don't want your roof to get messed up. So I first tried to get on the roof with the ladder, and if you know me personally, I don't like heights. I'm not about to be up on a ladder or be on top of the roof or any of that. No, that's not me, right? So my behind was sitting like kind of on the edge of the on the edge of the roof a little bit, trying to pull the leaves closer to me so I could, cut it off. But again, my neighbor, thankful for him, he was like, "No, you got to get close to the trim." So I got down and he got on the ladder and he showed me how to do it. So after that, it was a wrap.
So basically, what he's trying to say is that he's been learning how to be a better steward of this beautiful home that God has blessed us with. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
And going along with that, I feel like we have also been being better stewards of our money. So when the year started, we kind of had goals to like pay off debt, which I'm not going to get like too into detail about it in this video. If you guys want to know more, we can make another video about it. One of our goals was pretty much to have all of our debt paid off up until my car note. So we kind of just put all of our debt in order from smallest to greatest and just started knocking things off. And before the major things like student loans and the house was my car note, and then his car note was before that. Now, I think like in the next 2 months, this month, your car's probably going to be paid off,
man. It's like $4,700 left, but I've been looking out, man. Like,
God has definitely blessed us in that area, and I posted something on Instagram about it, just saying how like we have really sought God's guidance when it comes to our finances, and I feel like we are seeing the fruit of that now that we're like able to pay debt off and stuff, and just like other crazy things that happen with our finances, and it's like, okay, this is clearly nobody else but God. Like, there's no way that this can be happening if it wasn't for God's grace and mercy on us right now. So yeah, that has been like a major thing, because I don't know about y'all, but I'm not trying to be in debt for the rest of my life, including student loans and a mortgage. Like, everything must go, because I'm just trying to live my best life, and I don't feel like I could do that if I'm constantly having to worry about paying somebody something. Obviously, the big giant elephant in the room is COVID-19. In general, COVID-19 has just impacted every single person on this planet. But for us, well, I'll speak for myself, because I feel like my experience and Bob's experience has been different. So for me, it hasn't really been that bad. Like, I've been working from home since March, and then we just found out that we'll be working from home through the end of the year. I already typically don't really go that many places, so like staying home all the time wasn't a big deal for me. It's just more the idea that like if I want to go somewhere, I'm not really able to do that in a comfortable manner or in a manner that I'm used to, and that's the part that gets frustrating. But outside of that, it hasn't really been like something where every day I'm like, oh, I'm bored, I need to go somewhere. How has your experience been?
I'm trying to figure out why you shooting me that unit like that. I guess I'll start back to March because if you don't know, I'm a teacher. So COVID comes, we shut down, we go virtual. That was crazy because we just immediately had to jump into a new platform that we knew nothing about. Of course, getting devices for thousands of students, families not being able to understand how to work it. All those factors played into it, and it was definitely a stressful time for both kids, parents, and educators as well. Like, y'all don't know how much stuff we do, but we do a lot. And then, of course, the summer was coming, and I'm on 12-month pay, so I get paid during the summer, whether if I work or not. I don't think she mentioned that during her COVID experience, she went to 4 days a week instead of 5 on her job.
Oh, yeah. So that was one of the impacts of COVID-19. I work in marketing, so obviously with people not being in stores as much, it impacted our revenue because that's how we're advertising to people. So as a way to prevent layoffs, my job just ended up cutting my department from 5 days a week to 4 days a week, which means our pay was cut 20%. So we were 3 months with 20% less pay, working 4 days a week.
So, okay, with that being said, of course, her pay is cut, so now we got to figure something out. We didn't have to figure something out. We would have been okay. We would have been good, honestly, but it was like I felt like now I need to go gung ho because we still had a goal to pay off our debt, et cetera, et cetera. So something needed to happen. But what ended up happening eventually was I got a job. I got a summer job out of the blue. They were looking for a black male teacher. And so, of course, you know, I'm a black male teacher. Here I am. So yeah, that happened. I got a job out of camp, making more hourly than what I do at the school, which was a blessing in itself. So God laid that thing out, man. We ended up, you know, having 3 incomes coming in throughout the summer. The entire time she was working 4 days a week. The beginning of July, the camp got shut down because a coworker got exposed, and so the director wanted to cut down the camp, but we went virtual. So that's what happened with COVID-19 as far as that goes with the summer job. And then now, of course, with teaching, is going to be coming into the new school year. It's going to be a little crazy. My classes are smaller now. I have a class of 14 and a class of 13. And then there's a virtual teacher for each grade level at my school. So, and that person has about 20-something kids virtually. So it's going to look a lot different, you know. Other than that, we have not went without, you know, through this pandemic, which is very fortunate. We've been able to give back a lot more than, you know, what we usually would do. God's just been blessing us, and we've just been able to, you know, manage it the right way, the correct way, in the way that He led us to. Because the scripture is no lie when it says, ask for that wisdom, and He's going to give it to you. He's going to give it to you. But again, it's your choice whether you want to follow it or not. So
are you ready to talk about our last update?
Yeah, let's talk about the last update. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You go ahead. You can stand up. Go ahead. Take your jacket off. You about to give it away.
How?
Cause you taking too long. I'm saying stand up. You gotta be like, pop! Woo! Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. Mm-hmm. It's a little tight right there.
There's the baby in there.
So there's a baby. Quarantine baby, as some people would say. But this was something that we were already going to work towards in 2020 anyway. So I'm talking about I got a quarantine baby. Because this was already, you know, something that we were going to go for. Whether COVID-19 got here or not, that was going to be happening. Mama Rissa and Papa Bob.
Clearly he's excited. I'm excited too. But I think he's more excited than I am.
I'm excited to figure out, you know, what we're about to have. We find out on the 24th. Before, you know, she was actually pregnant, she said she wanted a boy. And of course I said I wanted a boy. But then when we found out May 4th that she was pregnant, she was like, oh, I want a girl now. And then now it went to, I just want a healthy baby, which we all want, you know. But I think I still really want a boy. But when that first month and a half, maybe, I was having these crazy dreams with just this little beautiful little baby girl in my dreams. And so I just thought that, all right, that's maybe I'm about to have a girl. I just had that feeling. But now as we get closer to finding out, it's just like, I just really don't know. You know, you don't know, really. You really don't know. So I don't know. So I can't guess because you don't know.
I think I want us to make a video about, like, I don't want to say our pregnancy journey because it's not like we've been trying for years to have a baby, but we was trying for like months to have a baby.
It wasn't February.
We started early January. No, we started January.
No, February.
I got my thing taken out at the end of January.
Yeah, January 27th. You got it taken out January 27th.
Okay, well, did I get pregnant in February?
You got pregnant in April. So February, March, and a little bit of April. That's all 2 months and a couple weeks.
Okay, so there wasn't a point where you was thinking that something was wrong because I wasn't pregnant yet?
Yeah, because I thought.
Okay,
because I thought once you get off birth control and you have, y'all know, I'm thinking, boom, all it takes is that one time and you're pregnant. That's honestly what I thought. I ain't know nothing about no ovulation dates, that you got to do it between this date and this date. That's when she ovulating. I ain't know nothing about any of that. I just knew get in there and here come my baby. But it don't work like that.
Since he acting like the journey is not a special journey, I do still want us to just talk more about how it's been, because obviously we're first-time parents, have never experienced this before, and I feel like a lot of what we did experience hasn't really been what other people experience. And really, everybody's pregnancy is different, so that kind of goes along with it as well. But I just think it'll be good for us to like share what our experience has been so far. I don't think we said, but I'll be 5 months next week, so almost halfway there.
You'll
Baby,
be 5 months Thursday. Your appointment is just on
this
the day.
week. I'll be 5 months this week on Thursday. Baby is due early January, and yeah, it's just crazy. We prayed for this baby.
You know, that's what happened, man. You get married, you know, you spend that time together before you start trying. Then you try, and you know the rest, popping them out.
Okay. Yeah, that is pretty much what has been going on in our world since January. I would say we have been very blessed and just extremely lucky to be where we are right now. And because I feel like this year started off rocky.
Definitely started off rocky.
Yeah, so where we are right now is just amazing. And like I said, it can only be attributed to God, because me and him alone, without God, probably would have killed each other by now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other video recommendations for us, any questions you guys have, anything you want to see or hear us talk about, let us know in the comments. We'll try to be consistent. I feel like we said that in the last video and then disappeared for like half a year. But I really want us to try to be consistent, like at least post once a week.
Maybe once every 2 weeks.
Okay, once every 2 weeks. Let's be realistic here.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Keep it tight. Stay prayed up out there, people. And stop hating on the Banyangs. Because y'all was all rocking the Banyangs when we was growing up, and they was cool. So stop acting like y'all ain't like the Banyangs.
I'm going to post a picture of when I had cut my own bang at the end of this video. Hot mess.
The Banyangs.
Okay, bye y'all. Thanks for watching.